Hey, good day, traders. This is Dennis Wilborn, the active trend trader. Well, it looks like the bulls may have won the day. I asked that question going into it. Who won the day? Looks like the bulls have kind of pushed ahead. So even though the battle does continue, the indexes were up for the day and may have actually pushed through some resistance that we had at the 50-day moving average. We'll see here as soon as we take a look at the charts. And for the AutoPilot Trading members, hey, congratulations. We got into some really good trades earlier this week, and we are benefiting from those right now. Looking forward to taking some profits off the table very soon. So let's go ahead and jump into today's session and take a look at the charts. Well, on the spiders, we have pushed up to the 50-day moving average. Looks like it wants to bounce through it. However, it has not done so yet. As you can see, that is a level of resistance that remains. Now, we may get a pullback back towards the middle of today's candlestick, which is very common to get a running start at breaking above that level of resistance and on up into probably the 100 or even the 200-day moving average. Let's remove the move that 200-day moving average over there. And so that could be the next place after it gets by the 50 where we run into potential resistance. What about the Fibonacci's? Just throw a Fibonacci on there really quick. We'll take only a moment on this last significant move down high-low. And where are we at? We're almost at the 78% retracement. There's the, and so we may push on through that. We break through that, and then that makes it really increases the probability that we will jump up to the higher level. Look at TSI going up, market forecast going up on the daily basis, and our market forecast on the weekly and the TSI on the weekly is also heading in the upward direction. When that happens, what we're looking for? We're looking for pullbacks into the moving averages for a long position or a long trade. What about the NASDAQ, the Qs? Did they get any more additional traction? And actually they did. They broke above yesterday's high. And so now we're free sailing, I wouldn't call it free sailing, but we're in a trajectory that should take us up to test at the 50-day moving average. May fall just short of it there at the 316.69 level, but we've got some good support down there about 304. So the way I'll play this is look for support at 304 or the midsection of the candlestick today, which is about the 308, 309 level. That may provide an entry opportunity to then push on up through the 50-day moving average. Same type of story over on the weekly charts. As you see, market TSI crossed up to the upside from the lower reversal zone, and market forecast is turning up. As soon as market forecast gets above that positive 20 zone, that's when we can anticipate some stronger moves to the upside. We have taken out the swing eye here, so we do have a higher high. We do not have a higher low in place yet. Next, Russell. And what's the Russell doing? Russell actually closed slightly above the 50-day moving average. Looks like it's on track to continue to push higher. Where's the next level of resistance? I would call it up there at about the 197 to 196 level. Again, the watch out here for the activate that. Watch for the 200-day moving average. That's where we could expect some resistance also. So just watch it as we continue to push higher. And right now it's trading off of that 820 into a very, in a very nice aspect. Now for the active trend trading and the AutoPilot Trading members, of course, we got into UPRO. Where do we get into UPRO at? We actually got into UPRO right down here at about the 45.12 area, just bouncing right off of those moving averages, and we put on a nice move to the upside, as we can see, and pushed on higher. And it's currently up. That UPRO trade is up a little bit over 6%. So we'll take some profits off the table at 10% and then watch it from there and make the rest of the trade break even with targets on the 22.5% on up to then just trailing stop on that once we hit that 22.5%. A couple of things I just want to leave you with and to take a look at. I was looking earlier at oil, XOP. Okay, what makes oil suspect to me right now is that we have pushed on up into the upper reversal zone on TSI and the market forecast. Also, we are getting a negative divergence with what could be a hanging man type of pattern on the weekly chart. We are also really approaching very quickly the upside target of the 1618. We could get up to the 200% retracement, and that would be basically just a symmetric move from this high to this low, and that is extended with the breakout. That's the upside target. Now, if we get we have a bearish reversal signal, a bearish harami. If we roll over, where could we expect it to go? That's the question. I don't think that oil is going to or oil exploration is going to totally go belly up, but we want to have an idea of where it might pull back to. And so look where it's pulled back in the past. Here's a pullback that we happen right here. And if that one takes place, that would put us a pullback somewhere between the 144 down to the 140 level right there. And I've drawn in some of the other fibs on this, and that also works very nicely on, things line up. There's a strong level there at 147, strong level there, 142 to 144. The other one I want to take a look at is XLE. This is the energy. Now we had a good bearish harami right there. Inside day again. TSI has not broken totally to the downside, but it looks like it's leaning that direction. Now, I'm not trying to over-anticipate this because we clearly do not have a move to the downside. So what I'd be looking for is a close below the 8, TSI crossover and break to the downside, and then what would be my potential downside target on this? And a couple of different ways we can figure that downside target, and you have to decide, do you want to trade a counter trend trade? And so a downside trajectory on that would be at about $84 and also down here at about $82.66. Those are the two. That's the zone where I anticipate prices falling to. Now, does it have to go that far down? No, it does not, but it's really amazing how well these Fibonacci's do identify levels of potential targets. And so we'll see what happens from there. Remember, tomorrow we have Trade Your Way to Wealth at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Please join us for that. Myself and two other trading experts will basically be pulling down some stocks that we may be trading. We'll give you a really good overview of the market and keep it at about 15 minutes. Again, if you like what we're doing here with these real fast market updates, please leave a comment down on the YouTube channel and let us know that it is helping you to make some good decision on your trading. So as we like to say, until tomorrow, until tomorrow, which is Friday, aloha, God bless everybody. And again, the Bulls won.